And we are live. You can catch us on Rumble, YouTube, and locals in a little bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back. Howls over Baz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Eddie Millis.
And today we have three very special guests today. The Howlers are meeting BBC podcast. I'm going to have them introduce themselves and tell them a little bit about who you guys are and what you guys do. We'll start with you.
JP.
What's going on, JP?
So, man, Tucci and host at BBC podcast.
Yeah, my name is Trey. Nice to meet you.
What's going on, guys?
Wait, real quick before y'all start in the comments with some funny shit, can y'all let them know what BBC stands for? So we got there's a whole bunch of porn stars on the show.
We got some audio. Sorry, guys. We got some audio. What did you do?
I didn't do shit.
We're back on. All right. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
So
Keep going.
BBC stands for Bigger, Better Confidence. For everybody out there.
Yeah.
Bigger,
better.
So pretty much the content we dropping, man, you guys pretty much absorb our content, become bigger within yourself, learn, take the knowledge, and apply it to yourself.
And become confident within yourself.
Right. So
How'd you guys come up with that?
pretty much just knowing that we were going to just drop knowledge to dudes that don't have it, that the lack of what we do, and we're interviewing women 90% of the time, and that they actually need the confidence before you even step to a woman. So
Because we can actually ask the girls questions like, where do guys go wrong at when they're approaching them or in the DMs or anything like that. So we ask them like, okay, what is the do's and the don'ts, and like, how do you in this new environment, like, how's the way to go about it? Because a lot of guys have no uncles or no one to really like mentor them, to talk to them. They might not have a brother.
The youngsters, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got a question. Like, you teach them, which I dig. I'm digging this. You teach them how to go about it, but do you teach them how to identify the right one?
Yeah,
because that's the battle right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because like I said, we've interviewed over 200 women already, like just all from different spectrums.
Yeah.
Where you have like
there's
your
different
emo chick, your Barbie chick, whatever it is. Like, we don't have it all.
business
Big,
chick.
small,
So there's just-
every race.
And what would you say the percentage was of all of them that you interviewed that you would say, okay, this is a good woman? Straight up.
Shit.
You said 200.
Interview? If they're at the podcast, they ain't good.
There was one that
But here's what I'm
surprised.
saying. You go ahead.
There's one I definitely identified that like she was classy. She
Okay,
came
one
about
out
her.
of 200.
Maybe a
Probably.
handful. Like,
Maybe a handful.
Honestly, I'm gonna say 5.
Yeah, a handful.
Wow. So
200?
do the math
Yeah.
on that. 2.5%.
Maybe.
About that.
Yeah.
About that.
There's only about 5 of them that actually had their heads on straight.
We've had
So
like,
then these guys are going to go out, right? You got to have some confidence, and then they're going to meet. Who knows what they're going to meet? That's the problem.
So what we do on our podcast is pretty much like not only are you listening to us from our personal experiences, but the women
Tell you
are
their personal-
telling you flat out
might be the
what's cool, what's not
be
cool.
the
Like
lens.
you cannot take my word for it. You might say, hey, Tucci, like I never even seen you talk to a woman before, so I can't take your word for it. But out of
got the
200
women on
women,
there
we have
telling
the questions that you guys want to ask, the way you guys approach women, the way you guys like even try to like speak to them, and the lines you try to use. Like these girls right here are telling you that they don't work, or it does work, or
they're
don't
telling
work.
you.
They're telling you right here. So
Like,
it has nothing to do with it.
Have you guys got the the? I don't know if it's real or not. When girls be like, "We don't like nice guys," like that shit is kind of weird to me. Like we want somebody.
We asked that
Something back
question.
and
Yeah,
forth.
we asked that question,
The
but
majority of them, they all want the bad guy.
yeah,
They want the bad guy.
They say
They'll
they
say
want
they
the
want
nice-
the good guy.
But
they want
what
the bad
deems?
guy. Or they'll
what makes
they'll
a bad
have
guy?
the good guy and leave
in
him
their
or cheat
eyes.
on him with the bad guy.
I say the ones to them, like the ones that are like pretty much not giving them the yes all the time, not telling them yes, not being
Not
the
the
yes
yes man,
not
yeah.
being the soft guy.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
So that's what.
Like-
so it has changed where the girl where the girl is the masculine one, and the guy just say or just to have the bad.
Just think about it. I
There's
don't
a
know what
word of
everybody's.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody's age group is, but just think about it from you're raised from like small young man to treat a woman like a princess and treat her right. And do all this
Absolutely.
stuff. But we have all these girls going in front of us like, man, I don't fuck with that shit.
And so you could still be an assassin, a good fucking dude, a badass motherfucker,
Yeah.
and treat a woman right, and it's not working.
Fuck no.
Wow.
They don't even want you.
I think you just gotta balance it.
we don't have.
I think you could still be a nice guy. You just gotta balance it when like. Just like with your kids, you see them getting
I think
spoiled. You
pretty
have
much-
to say no sometimes.
Yeah.
I think you have to lay out like a flat line and just having just boundaries. Like hey, look, I don't mind treating you right, but these are my boundaries, and this is how
And
things
you
gotta work.
You have to stick to them. You can't let them walk over you or walk that
Yeah.
line. You have to.
So,
What you say is
So
what you
you
say.
you don't have to be like just like a cheater or a dickhead. I feel like you just can't be a yes man all the
Yeah.
time. If you like in your gut, you're like, I'm not feeling that. You still tell her, yeah, you're probably a simp. But like if you feel in your gut, you don't not feeling it, to be like, no, I'm not feeling that. Like sometimes you have to be.
Stick with it,
And I
regardless of
think
the
you get
consequence.
more respect that way sometimes.
Yeah.
has having the podcast and doing like the women's panel, has it changed you guys like outlook and perspective on the girls? 'Cause you
It
know what I
may.
mean?
I
Like,
think
made it
it
worse.
just
sometimes we
justify
think
what I
we know
thought.
like what they be thinking,
made it
like now,
worse.
like damn, like y'all really this is how y'all really be.
I
getting down?
think it confirmed what I always thought.
Well, for
Sometimes.
me, my main thing that like I say out of 200, that it's like a real wake up call. I think we would agree is just like we have like some mediocre, average, like girls we shouldn't even have on the podcast. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, but you know, say we had a feeling a spot for the day, but like whatever it is, it's just that like
the feelings.
But when it comes down to like ones that are really, really attractive physically, you see them like, okay, cool. I know we're gonna get some good views. This girl looks, attractive.
Right.
They be doing the most.
So
The
be the-
prettiest girls
be the nastiest
the
ones.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what's crazy? I think it's even like I took some friends. I had some friends perform at a big music festival recently. They were headlining, so I took some new friends that love the music. I took them backstage, the whole deal. So every one of the wives was like kind of ganging up on me on what I do, like because I'm a passport brother. Like I dated overseas. I like women with a class. But make a long story short, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but 3 or 4 of the husbands were like, my wife, we don't have sex in a year. The other one's like, we haven't had sex in 6 months. It's this and that. But these girls were the first one to say, oh, look at you. Look what you're doing. And I finally told all of them. I said, do you think for one moment, if you were single, any of you, I'd go out with any one of you? Fuck no. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's just crazy because it's a never-ending story. Whether you meet them or what potentially happens, what they turn into.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm wondering if that's just the case with women in general, or it's an American women thing.
I think the American traditions or values when it comes to females have been lost. Like, it's hard for me to be out here because, like, my mom, my aunts, my sisters are, like, very classy, like, women. I grew up with women that weren't, like, ghetto or nothing. Like, they were always, like, how they carry themselves. So when I, like, pick a girl, I only knew these type of women growing up. Like, a lot of my aunts, none of them act like they're very classy women. So my taste is like, man, like when I see the ratchetness, I'm like, it's not what I had around me. So I'm not really looking for that like that.
You ever walk in the mall and you see this nice
Fine-ass
dime
chick.
piece, and you see the lame that you're with, and you're like, what the fuck?
We always say, we like, how?
That's
You be driving down the street.
Guys, give me 1 second. We're gonna have to, we're having a bad connection with the network. We're gonna have to cut it off and come right back on. So just give me give us like 2 minutes.